Hey, welcome back, Wanderer. Let's get into the world and get on with it. Topic for today is goals. I've done explore the map. There is an acacia village, but it is pretty rough. There's lots of levels in it. Not something I'd want to develop into a full functioning village. And honestly, it's a pretty drab biome. I don't really get into the acacia biomes. So, the goal for this game now will be to start optimizing for travel. I was going to build a kelp farm here simply because everybody says that's a really efficient way of getting fuel. Um, but honestly, I don't really give a fuck either way. um, the way I play Minecraft is that I'm not into caving, I'm not into delving, I'm not into mining for most of it. I am a farmer. I am a farmer. I'm not into grinding. I'm not into PvP or PvE. I do not get enjoyment from slaughtering mobs all night long or in a cave. Um, would be nice to do some exploration. I like to explore, but I don't really like doing a lot of underground exploration. I don't find it equitable. So the idea then is to basically, I want to get onto a new map. I want to go find a village. I'm not going to break down camp. I'm going to leave this one here. I'm going to leave it rolling as it is. Unfortunately, unlike Conan Exiles, when you are out of the area, I think by as much as 12 chunks or however far your render distance is, or if offline or out of the game, your crops and shit don't keep going. Your crafting stations don't keep crafting. Um, so the moment I go off map, chances are all this shit's going to go into stasis, which I mean is kind of boring when you think about it. But yeah, that is the state of being in this game. Um, so now I have to start thinking about how to organize my bundles. Typically, I organize everything as mineral, vegetable, and animal, just to keep it like super basic. Oh, God, because reasons. Stick drift is a problem, and I mean, what if this was a mini game that I had to be like? I'm using actually the D-pad now, and it's still bad. Actually, you know what? I don't want to play Minecraft like this anymore. I can't do this. Cute. How's it going, Mind World? I have to. I think I'm going to start a sub world and practice with mouse and keyboard because I'm not even touching the controller right now. The controller's on my desk, and I've already moved the stick to the left a couple times, and then it just starts immediately. And I know it's the potentiometers inside the stick, and it's a problem that PlayStation's had since PS5. On the PS4, the joystick potentiometers were much more resilient. Not to mention the controllers were much easier for user serviceable parts, and that's the problem with the economy in general and capitalism in general. Is that early days? I'm talking like around the time of the Industrial Revolution and Ford made his Model T. Pretty much for the next few decades, most anything that was made out there could be fixed by the consumer. All you had to do is find somebody to show you how to do it once, and you could do it the rest of your life. Yes, technically, you can fix the stick drift by replacing the potentiometers in your controller. There's plenty of videos out there that'll show you how to do it. But the technical skill, the dexterity needed to manipulate all those functioning parts at one time, that's the part that is going to get in the way of a lot of people. I really wish rotten flesh could be composted. That would make so much sense. Like if I buried this in the dirt, I could then harvest the dirt and it would be fertilizer kind of situation, because that's how it happens. Contradictions in this game that I've always found to be somewhat confusing and slightly quaint, but at the same time, it's kind of like I get it. There if you didn't make it so that string could only be crafted by spiders or recovered by cats or taken out of cats, uh, and all that implies, uh, then I could see how, it might be a little bit game changing. I don't know. I don't really like a game that focuses on combat as a solution. Uh, I tried playing a pacifist game, and I did it on Java once, and I had a pretty successful world. It was really nice. I didn't. I just mined for iron right off the bat. I got the shears. I made my sheep. I sheared the sheep. I collected milk from cows. I didn't kill the cows for leather or for meat. I collected eggs from the chickens. I didn't use a bow and arrow, apparently. Obviously, well, except for skeletons. If I collected arrows and bows of any kind, it was because I caught skeletons in the sunlight. But if I could avoid a fight, I ran away a lot. When I played that game for I don't know how many weeks, it wasn't like a whole year or anything like that, and it wasn't like my game days. Like we didn't have the days played, I think, in Java. But I played that game for quite a while actually, and it was a lot of fun. We did have wolves by that time, and they were killing things like chickens and sheep and stuff. So if I collected anything like random wool or leather, or feathers, it was because a wolf had already gone through. And that also means that my game was pretty much vegetarian except for the eggs. If I had to harm an animal to get it, and I'm not talking like I'm talking like an animal, then I didn't farm it. And you could get by in this game doing just that. I mean, honestly, you can get by with wood tools if you're patient enough and you don't feel like you're wasting your time doing things. But yeah, so the goals are now to go ahead and I'm going to complete my enchanting room, um, and then I am going to probably bundle up an exploration pack, which will be a bed, some ready-made tools, some stones, some sticks, uh, some fuel, some food, lots of food, probably all the wheat that I can manage. Pardon me. As you can see, I mean, this is nothing compared to the village I have on my main world. It's really, really just kind of like realizing that it's a low effort product, and that's fine. That's okay. That's enough for me. So we can technically go ahead and farm these guys up. It's just that I also know that at a certain point, uh, if I build up too much in one spot, I will probably end up getting creepers. I'm already getting creepers, but I mean like a lot of creepers, like random day spawning creepers, because the game features that builds a challenge. Now I could put it in peaceful mode, and fuck, dude, I could even play this in creative if I wanted to just fuck around. Um, but I like the challenge and risk of the survival because that's what makes survival survival. But at the same time, I'm kind of like I'm not really into the whole sweaty shit. I'm really not into that. It's not something that brings me joy. I wonder if these guys can operate by fence. Okay, let's see what happens now. Need to get that cow out of there. Probably end up slaughtering it for the meat and leather. Yeah, all these cows are going to go because of yeah. That's the other thing too. There was no enchanting, obviously, because in the pacifist version, because you're not getting any leather. If you get books, it's because you're recovering them from libraries or from chests and dungeons. So yeah, initial goal is going to be. I do have a crafting table for that and that. I can make another locator map because I have the iron and the redstone. So let's go ahead and make a compass first. Please be safe. So I can make an empty map on this, or I can do it on the table. I'm going to do it on the table. All right, so we got that. Now we're going to go ahead and put this here. Let's hope things don't get stupid. Empty locator map. Can I scale it down? No, I have to activate it in order to make it work. Okay. So let's put this puppy up here. Let's go and put this away. Like I said, I am taking major risks operating anytime like this because it's just a pain. Stick drift is such a pain in the ass. It really is. And, you just gotta muscle through it, I guess. Let's see. We have some fish. I'm probably going to go with nothing but bread in a minute or two. We have enough books to make another bookshelf. I almost have a full stack of bamboo planks. Oh, yeah, farming the kelp is pretty cool. Um, I could make an auto farm, but I don't think I really want to be completely honest about that. Okay. So yeah, that is essentially the goal. Um, Now we are close to the southern border, and I know that when I went south, it was I just did a straight run south, and it was a lot of what I already see. So I think what I'm going to do, because going south would make things a bit more easy to do, but I don't want to. Oh, come on. So I wanted those, that. Probably need a little bit of these. I don't need to. Well, yeah, I should probably keep that with me too. Um, I don't expect to do a lot of fighting because I'm going to be on the boat the most times. So I could do a straight run. I did a straight run that way and didn't find anything other than more jungle. Back that way, I found more jungle and acacia. I don't really know what's on the other side over there, so we could do that. I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to do a straight run right now. Let's get this fish over here. I'm just going to a straight run basically means I just hop in a boat and go for as far as I can until the map is done. So, oh yeah, I should probably do that. Make a copy of my map. I don't want to activate this one yet. So let's put this up here. I don't need any of this because all of this is just going to be ending up getting lost. Uh, Probably want some food, so let's go ahead and do some food. Just get rid of those. Yeah, I tried to make. You'll see it right there. I try. Oh, I can't. I tried to make a bookshelf, and instead I made a bunch of fucking because of the stick drift. I made a bunch of crafting tables. I can talk. Duh. All right, so we're gonna go and how do I make a copy again? I can't remember. Oh, I have to make a map first. That's why. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So I have to make a regular map first. Then, if I put this map here and this map here, then it makes this map. And one's a locator map and the other one's not, if I remember correctly. Right? Oh, I guess I make two locator maps. Okay, so you make a copy. Okay, all right, cool. All right, so we can put this copy here, and that's that copy, and then this one will come with me. And let's see what time is it. It's midday already. That's not going to make a difference. Okay, so basically all this is going to help me with is letting me know when I'm off the main map. and probably going to lose a boat, but that's okay. That's why I made extras. And we're going to go, let's go straight up out past that ridge. I think out back that way might be better biomes. I don't know. We'll find out. Now, I could make a copy of this world, put it in creative mode, and just fly out there and take a look that way. But um, and yeah, and if I feel like I needed to expend the resources, then I could just put my boat and my map and my inventory and throw myself in the lava bed next to me. That's basically the reason why I'm hanging in this area, is that I'm hoping that eventually I'll find some dripstone, and then I can make a couple more buckets, get some lava, and then wherever I end up landing for a while, I can go ahead and make a lava farm. I find that to be much more efficient than a kelp farm, although you can eat dry kelp. You can cook it and you can eat it, so I guess that's good. You can't eat the block though. You can only eat the leaves, which is again, it's the logic in this game is kind of skewed. I think it's a combination of what makes it challenging for the players versus what builds the immersion. Oh, damn it, dude! I've only had this controller for about a year and a half, I think. And I haven't even really been playing that much with it. Whoa, it's a upside down boat. Oh, so neat. Yeah, it's kind of cool. That means that there might be treasure in these dune areas over here, but I'm not going to worry about that. Our main goal is to get off this map to the east and see if there's anything out there worth pursuing. And we're going to do it by water because water is faster. So even though today is a Sunday and it is early day, late morning, uh, early midday, that means it's 10 o'clock, brunch time basically. Um, whoopsie. Um, I am putting myself on call, on notice, well, not on notice, but on call, so that I might not. I'm not feeling like investing a lot of time in a game today, even though I would love to. A Sunday like this is normally when I get to do like an all day binge, like build like not so nutsy stuff and just be fun and be happy and contented in playing a game. But that's not going to be today. So it looks like we have a lot more islands. Uh, that's a laundry. That kind of looks like a red mushroom up there. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Yeah, it's a mushroom island. I think we have mushroom island. Not a mushroom island, but more jungle. This whole world is like tons of jungle. When I went south, I found a mangrove swamp, and there was a fungal skeleton in it, and I thought that was just fucking insane. It was cool. I'm gonna say that this is probably that's a dark oak forest. I'm gonna say this is probably not gonna have a village in the area. Normally, if you see a pillager base on the coast, it means there's a village somewhere. Hmm. Yeah, more acacia. Yeah, as we get if we get go further south, bamboo and jungle. So yeah, pretty much a lot of what I already have in my own area. Again, that's what I said. I mean, if it's not worth me relocating because the adjoining maps are basically the same thing as what I'm already on, and there are no villages nearby, then what's the fucking point? see what's around this corner. I mean, we're not looking for anything spectacular, you know. Just something that doesn't like spread all up and down a hill with a fucking ravine in the middle of it. Seems to be par for this game lately. Mostly, I just wanted to take a break from the world that I was already playing in because there wasn't much else I could do in it. The village that I made, that I adapted, is already thriving pretty well, and it's kind of already in that same condition. It's got all the right factors to basically perpetuate itself. So that's kind of what I look for. Basically, I'm making an open air ecology, self-sustaining colony, basically. Basically is the word of the day. All right. Well, we are coming up on nothing. Has nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. I believe. Oh, that's kind of neat. Very theme park. All right. There we go. Boat's on that's gone. Oh, I didn't bring any food. I'm going to be running, climbing. Huh, climbing. Use that term loosely in this game. Uh, I think that's why parkour was such a popular um, activity because parkour is not really climbing; it's leaping and jumping to ledge to ledge. So there's a drown. Yeah, let's go for it. Fuck it. And we're gonna get tridented. Surprised. Normally there's a witch's hut down this kind of stuff, but not today, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm on the other side of the eastern map now, based upon those coordinates. That was a creeper wanting to blow me up. Fortunately, the water is safe. Yeah, I know it's called mining and crafting, but I mean, seriously, I don't yearn for the mines. This is always a bad idea. It'd be kind of fun to make a race course like that, though. I like these little quiet spaces. These are kind of nice. Oh, it's Badlands. Crap. That's what I thought. That's what I saw. I thought I saw rooftops, but no, it's all Badlands now and skeletons. Yeah, I am way the fuck out of the range. I am like several map. I'm thinking like two maps away now. Oh, here we go. Is that a village? Yes, sir, it is. Okay. So, but it's Desert Village, not my favorite. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of bored with this world already. That really does happen a lot with me. I think I get excited about something. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play this no matter what, blah blah blah, yada yada yada. Then it never happens. You know, about 40 game days into it or so, I like, whatever. Yeah. Well, that's it. I'm done, kids. Thanks for stopping by and checking things out. Mind World. Um, Go ahead and leave a link to your channel down below if you want to go ahead and uh, let people know you got stuff going on too. Till next time, be nice and play well.